This lesson is on relationships. And as soon as I say relationships, I know many of you guys think about romantic relationships because that's just the age we're at and that's what we think of automatically. But there are many relationships that we need to be aware of in how to grow those. There are relationships with friends, relationships with our parents, relationships with teachers, relationships with classmates that may or may not be close friends. So all sorts of things that we need to take into account. We have relationships with many people. Again, our parents, our siblings, extended family members, friends at home and at school. Having relationships with other people is important because these connections with other people make us feel good about ourselves. One of the ways that relationships make us feel good is by providing us with someone else to talk to. This is important because it makes us feel like we're not alone. There are many other reasons why relationships make us feel good. Good friendships can be complex because they have so many different characteristics. Some of the things that make a good friendship are having common interests, likes, or hobbies, feeling comfortable with sharing private thoughts, feelings, or stories, understanding each other, conflict resolution. This means that you're able to solve arguments and problems without hurting the relationship, being affectionate or caring, equality in the relationship. An example, a shared friendship where all members are treated the same. Everyone is treated fairly. It's not one person doing everything for the other person. Being loyal and trustworthy. Keeping your word in the relationship. Doing what you say. Keeping secrets in the relationship. Standing up for your friend if somebody else says something that is negative about them. Those are all qualities that we look for in a great friend. Everyone can benefit from learning how to be a good friend and practicing strategies. And strategies are just tactics that we use to achieve a goal that help us initiate and maintain relationships with our peers. Good friendships are two ways. This means that it takes two people to form a positive relationship that has all of the above characteristics that we just talked about. Both people must make an effort to make sure that the friendship lasts. In the next lesson, we're going to talk about two-way conversation, which is a really important part of two-way relationships. Once we understand what it means to be a good friend, we must learn how we can develop peer relationships. Making friends and keeping them is something you can do by using different strategies. There are a lot of different strategies you can use to have peer relationships. Some are positive and others are negative.
20 things we should say more often. Number 20, thank you. And not just on Thanksgiving, every day. Number 19, excuse me. Number 18, here's a surprise corn dog that I bought you because you're my friend. There'll be more corn dogs and more happy people. This is a good idea. Corn dog for you, corn dog for you, corn dog for you. Number 17, I'm sorry. Number 16, I forgive you. Number 15, you can do it! But don't say it if it's something you can't do. Number 14, another thing that we should say more often, I have barbecue sauce in my shirt too. Before you say something about the barbecue sauce on somebody else's shirt, take a look at the barbecue sauce on your own shirt. Number 13, please. Number 12, everything is going to be okay. Number 11, oh, you got me a corn dog too? You shouldn't have, buddy. Number 10, I don't know. I know a lot of people who need to say that. My sister. Number 9, you're so awesome I named my dog after you. Wait. That could hurt someone's feelings. I mean boat. I named my boat after you. Wait, who even has a boat? You're so awesome, I legally changed my name to yours. Wait, that's super creepy. Just tell people they're awesome and mean it. Number 8, hello, person I've never met before. Here's a high five. Number 7, my sports team is not always the best sports team. It takes a big man to say that. Number 6, nothing. Sometimes that's the best thing you can say. Number 5, doesn't mean anything, but it's just really funny. Number 4, I disagree with you, but I still like you as a person who is a human being, and I'll treat you like that because Because if I didn't, it would make everything bad, and that's what lots of people do, and it's lame. Phew, I need a water break, y'all. It's okay to disagree, but it's not okay to be mean. Number 3, sometimes you just gotta scream. Wah! Number 2, life is tough, but so are you. Sometimes we all need to be reminded to keep going. Number 1, something nice. Anything. If you can't think of anything nice to say, you're not thinking hard enough. So what about you? What do you think people should say more often? Leave a comment below and let's hear it. Oh, and I got a bonus one for you. Something that we should say more often? Let's dance.
Salt pancake, subscribe.
So the next part of this is going to be a discussion board. And in a discussion board, the way this works is you post your answers first, and you make sure that you've answered all parts of the question. And then after that, you read what your peers have posted and you comment back to them. So I would like you to not only post your replies to these, but I would like you to reply to at least 2 of your peers. You're welcome to reply to more than that. And then if somebody asks you a question in their reply to you, you should always come back and answer that. So it's just kind of your online dialogue that you can have. So the 3 questions that we're going to talk about today are, what characteristics can you bring to a peer relationship? And when we're talking about peer relationship, this can be somebody that's you're put in a group with. It may not be somebody you hang out with. It may be a friend of a friend. It may be your best friend. And you may want to clarify that in your answer. What characteristics are you looking for in a friend? What things do you want a friend to have? And lastly, what characteristics are you not looking for in a friend? So think about those and go ahead and post to the discussion board.